Well, this was a nice little turn of events. Yet Ike Perlmutter trying to team up. Well, actually, he's not trying to. He is teaming up with Nelson Peltz. They've always kind of been chummy, but this is a step in a new direction. So, as you know, Nelson Peltz was the activist investor, as they were calling him. What he is a based investor. Well, he's not. He doesn't invest in that, but he is based, and he is tired of Disney running itself into the ground. So he's seeking multiple seats on the Disney board so that he can actually make some change. And he might get it now because Ike Perlmutter also owns a large number of stocks, just like Peltz. And Ike has given Nelson control of his stock. So he gave his voting power to Nelson Peltz, or his controlling power of the stock. So he has control over it. So now he has his large share of stocks and the power of Ike's stocks, which makes him very influential, and he will likely, I don't know how you could turn him down to his request to sit on the board now. You would almost have to let him because of how many shares he controls. And he could end up getting Ike Perlmutter back on the board as well. Well, he was never on the board. Ike Perlmutter was the head of Marvel. He's also very based and a fan of Trump. This is why they wanted him gone, by the way. He was much better than Kevin Feige. But anyway, Ike and Nelson are teaming up. Now, I thought this was funny because Ike obviously has a bone to pick as well with modern Disney. He has a lot of stock, so it's worthwhile for him to see the company make money so he can get a return on his investment, just like Nelson here. So these two are teamed up. Here's the actual story. A new report in the Wall Street Journal reveals that Peltz's increase in Disney shares is due to an alliance with Perlmutter. Laurent Thomas and Robbie Whalen at the Wall Street Journal detail Perlmutter has said he has entrusted his stake in Disney to Peltz's fund management as it prepares to press the company for multiple board seats. Their holding in the company totals about 33 million shares, including stock that the investment firm controls under an arrangement that gives Peltz's firm sole voting power over Perlmutter's shares, according to people familiar with the matter. Perlmutter has not only given Peltz and the company control of the shares, but the report notes he plans to urge the board to immediately welcome one or more board candidates. So they might get a couple of seats here. I don't know how you can deny them. How can you deny them access to the board when they have this much control? They're going to try to fight it because they don't want them on there. Because remember, Disney doesn't really give a shit about making money. They don't really care. That's been obvious for a while. They don't care. So that's what's going on here. I think this is really interesting, and it'll be fun to see how this plays out. As you know, Disney's not in a good place. There's been so much garbage coming out of there, and they're trying to appease that guy, and you can see it in shit like this. Like, so now Blade and Thunderbolts might be canceled. You know, why is stuff like that happen? Why are they making so much drastic change? I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Peltz is trying to get on the board. They're trying to appease him because they reached an agreement before, and he's obviously not happy with the way things have been going. So now he wants on the board, and he's really fighting for it, and he's probably going to get it. At least one seat. He'll probably get something. I just don't know how you can deny him when he has all this power now. So you have this, and then, another really good example of just how shitty Disney is now and how much they've just fallen off of grace. This picture, Neon from Clownfish TV posted this. He says, "Where Disney goes to die." And, I mean, I've never seen such a great example of how bad things are for Disney than this perfect little cap here of just Star Wars and Marvel toys that nobody wants. And you got some good shit here. Well, not technically really good shit, but, I mean, you've got Thor's axe from, he had that since, Infinity War? So his axe, his hammer's there. There's a figure of Thor there. There's a Thanos, I'm guessing, whatever that is down there in the corner. Look at Riri Williams there. No one wanted that shit. Namor is down there. I see a C-3PO. Bunch of Star Wars baby Yodas are there. I mean, this is Disney dying. Meanwhile, you've got other companies like this guy, or this brand, Five Nights at Freddy. I say that because of the guy who started it, who ran off because he voted for Trump, and he's a devout Christian. They went after this guy big time. You know how much the budget was for this movie? $20 million. This movie's already made its money back. You taking marketing, which, I mean, to be honest, how much marketing does this movie need? It sells itself because this brand is so big. Kids love this Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. It's already made its money back. I don't hear anything about it being woke or any of that shit. All I see are people enjoying it and critics hating it, which I find hilarious. But, Disney, not in a good place. Just had South Park roast on them so hard, which was hilarious. I mean, they're really more in the public eye than they've ever been lately. And not for anything good. It's all for failures. No one's talking about anything good that Disney has done. Probably not for the past year or so. It's just about their failures. L after L after L after L. Like that Star Wars hotel closing. What a mistake. What a screw up that is. It's all people talk about when it comes to Disney anymore. Failure. What kind of wins have they gotten over the past 2 or 3 years? None. And it looks like it's only going to get worse. The Marvels is coming out. That's going to be a flop. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens with all of this. It really will be. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.